Hi everyone, my name is Samyandel, and today for my informative speech, I am going to be talking about the benefits of listening to music when studying. I am a music girl. I love singing, I love listening to music, even when I'm not supposed to be listening to music and I should be doing other things, I'm listening to music. And a lot of the times, I listen to music when I'm studying, and it actually really helps me. I found that I can get a lot more done when I'm listening to music. It really helps me. And I've always wondered why. Why is that so? Why is it so beneficial? Why do I feel that I can actually get stuff done? Why is it so empowering to me? Well, hopefully all of these questions will be answered in this discussion. So let's just jump right into our first benefit, which is the first benefit is it helps tune out distractions. Oh boy, this life is so distracting. Whether it's physically outside, whether it's people talking, this right here, the phone, I'm pointing to the phone, and even in here, it can get really distracting. We can get distracted very, very easily, and it can be so hard to tune stuff out. I have found that physically putting earbuds in my ears and listening to music helps me focus and helps me tune out those things. Even when I'm not studying, but going back to studying, it really helps me focus and it helps me stay calm and it helps me just to focus in on the assignment or if I'm actually studying. I actually thought that this was interesting. I found a study by Dr. Phyllis Medina, and she's the program director of psychology at University of Maryland Global Campus. One of the things that she says about music while studying, she says, with the use of earbuds and headphones, it is important to note that even calm music is a distraction if it is too loud. A moderate audio level will help avoid overpowering focus. I thought that was really interesting, and I've never thought of that before, but it's so true. If you really think about it, it's important to find that happy medium of not being so distracted by the music that we're like if we're listening to Taylor Swift, which is me, I can get so distracted that I'm like 30 minutes will go by and I'm like, oh, what's happening? Like, what just happened? Why did 30 minutes go by? I'm just listening to Taylor Swift. That is when, that is an example of it being too distracting. And then an example of it being too quiet is just turning it down and then still being able to hear the distractions. And I mean, there's no point of it being too quiet. So we have to find that moderate level where it's not too loud and not too soft, but it's still really beneficial to us. So the second benefit of listening to music when studying/working is that it helps boost our focus. So kind of bouncing off from that first point, this goes hand in hand with it really. But me personally, I have ADHD brain a lot. so when I'm listening to a video online or when I'm trying to write something, I'll just think of a song and then I'll start singing it. It's so embarrassing. So embarrassing. But reeling it back to it. Stanford actually did a study, and they say that when people listen to music, certain areas of the brain are engaged. These areas are responsible for enabling people to pay attention and make predictions based on learned information. So it can actually be really helpful, and it can help boost our focus, and it can help us reel us back in from the distractions, or just when we're tuning out and we got ADHD brain sometimes, like me. But that's okay. It happens. It's life. It happens. We're people. But it is really important to stay focused during those assignments, and music can help with that. So, the third benefit of listening to music when studying is that it can help reduce stress. Life can be extremely stressful. Homework, school, work in general can be really stressful. And it's easy even for that to be a distraction. Even, honestly, the core of this is that music helps keep us from getting distracted. That's really the core of it. But it's easy to get stressed, and it's easy to get overloaded by all of this work that we have to do. And I know I get extremely stressed out sometimes. But sometimes music can be calming and can take our minds off of that stress, which is really, really, really cool. This was a study done by the National Library of Medicine. And according to the National Library of Medicine, they say that listening to music has a positive effect on the psychobiological stress system. And I found that to be really interesting, because listening to music can hype us up. And it kind of depends on the type of music. I mean, if you're listening to a depressing song, or like if you're listening, like for me, I'm a theater kid, so if I'm listening to the soundtrack of Les Miserables, that's probably what I shouldn't be listening to, right? When I'm trying to write a paper and I'm bawling my eyes out. I shouldn't be doing that, right? Yeah. So, we can learn that it's really helpful, and it can reduce our stress. In closing, I would just like to say that music is not always helpful for everybody, but it can be. And I would just encourage you to try it if you haven't tried it before, because it really helped me, and hopefully it can help you too. Well, that is the end of my speech. So thank you so much for watching, and I hope that you have a great day. Thank you so much.